For our upcoming feature on Strictly Business this week, we have an inspiring story of a young lady, a person with disability who chose to rise above the many challenges of her condition. She embarked on a home business that is now thriving and doing very well.
Janine Setias is no ordinary young girl. She is wheel-bound and lacks the mobility of a normal person, but she is cheerful, and her inspiring story is one that is a joy to share. Nin studied to be a programmer, but certain circumstances prevented her from taking advantage of any normal job opportunity. Never mind if she was qualified, but let Nin tell you all about herself before we go into her small business.
I started siya as a hobby kasi mahilig talaga ako nung bata pa ako gumawa ng accessories, mga bracelets. Tapos, one time may nakita ako sa internet, cosplayer siya. Gumagawa siya ng mga polymer clay na mga anime. Tapos, sinearch ko siya kung paano siya gawin. Tapos, nung nakita ko siya, tapos naghanap ako sa nakakabili. Medyo pricey nga lang yung clay. Tapos, sinuot ko siya sa school. Then nakita ng mga classmates ko, tapos naggandaan sila. Tapos nagpa-customize. Tapos may best friend din ako, galing ibang school. Minorket din niya doon sa school niya. Tapos, nung that time, graduating na ako ng college. Hindi ko na siya tinuloy muna. Kasi nag-work muna ako as sales officer sa QC.
Because Nin is wheelchair-bound, it was almost impossible for her to commute to work. The family car of a dear uncle would bring her to and from work until her uncle suffered a stroke. This left her with no choice but to stop working.
Napilitan ako mag-work muna sa bahay kasi ako din yung nag-check ng mga medicine ng uncle ko. Tapos, naisip ko mag-graphic artist for a few years. So, yun yung trabaho ko kasi may alam din ako sa program ng mga arts, ganyan, Photoshop. Kaya lang hindi din siya nag-work kasi per project siya. Tapos hindi siya stable kasi yung kumukuha ng mga employer kadalasan gusto nila yung marunong mag-animate, marunong Photoshop, yung all-in-one. Konti lang yung alam ko, mga ganon. So medyo nag-stop ako doon.
Her uncle died shortly after. Nin faced her options, difficult as they were, but she did not want to stay at home doing nothing. She braved the daily commute, but this only lasted for a few months. She still made the rounds of many offices searching for a job, but the employers, some of whom were sympathetic, were realistic enough to realize that her lack of mobility was a big disadvantage.
Nung nag-a-apply ako, may nag-message sa akin na friend ko. Tapos tinanong niya ako kung pwede daw ba akong gumawa ng party souvenir ng binyag ng anak niya. Tapos hindi ko alam na pwede pala yung clay na gawing party souvenir. Ang alam ko lang is accessory, mga bracelet, ganyan. So, sinearch ko siya. Then, nakita ko may market pala talaga for party souvenir.
Then and there, she received her first order. With an initial capital of 3,000 pesos, she went into business. Of this amount, 1,000 pesos went into the purchase of materials, and the 2,000 pesos was spent on purchasing a small oven. Soon, she found herself steeped in the business, and she started expanding her market.
Nagkaroon ako ng market sa abroad, sa Asia hanggang America. Ngayon, Europe na din siya.
And these are Nin's homemade products, all handmade. We asked Nin why the choice of banana for her business.
Nickname ko, Banana. Yung uncle ko, pinangalan akong Banana. Parang sa TV show dati, may parang banana doon na character. Tapos parang natuwa yung uncle ko, tapos tinag niya akong Banana. Yung project, dinugtong ko lang siya. Kasi mahilig ako ng arts, nagpipaint ako, tsaka bukod sa accessory, konti lang, photography ng onte. So, parang may project ako na iba-iba. Tapos, parang ito yung pinaka-project na ginawa kong business na talaga.
Her initial target are the doting moms who love cooking at parties for their children, but soon she expanded her clientele to include those having birthday parties, weddings, and debuts. She would get regular calls inquiring about her products, and though not all inquiries would end in actual sales, she was always courteous, always cheerful, and helpful to her prospective clients.
Mostly yung feedback sa akin is, easy to talk. Parang smooth transaction. Kasi pag may mga nag-i-inquire sa akin, hindi ko siya yung parang isang tanong, isang sagot na, oo, wala. Ine-entertain ko yung mga ideas nila. Kahit na minsan parang mahaba na yung usapan, tapos parang hindi naman din sila umu-order pa. Ine-entertain ko pa rin kasi eventually, hindi man umorder ngayon, parang babalikan ka nila kapag okay kang kausap.
Besides, Nin admits it was boring to be repetitive with her designs, so fresh ideas from her customers are a big help. Because her business is home-based and her staff composed mostly of family members and bosom friends, the Banana Project is a simple, no-fuss setup with not too many challenges to hurdle. Her one big challenge, though, is meeting deadlines.
Kasi 70% ng client namin abroad sila. Kadalasan, hindi pa kasi kami nagde-deliver directly. Philippines, tapos punta ng abroad. Kaya ang ginagawa ng abroad client namin, pinapadala nila sa family, member, tas friends. Nalalaman na lang nila na may uuwi pala sa kanila. Parang 2 weeks na lang, 3 weeks. So, kailangan namin yun madaliin, i-rush. Hindi din kasi kami tumatanggi sa order. Kaya, ayun, kaya tuloy-tuloy lang kami gumawa.
This is how a regular day at work goes. When a client calls, more often than not, she already has her own concept of what she wants. Nin then makes a hand-drawn layout of the order. If the client approves of the design and layout, Nin makes one sample for final approval before making the full order.
Yung team ko, nag-start kami, ng kuya ko lang. Tapos na medyo dumadami na yung order, andyan na din yung minsan yung pinsan ko, tapos yung girlfriend ng kuya ko, tapos yung classmate ko dati ng college. Tapos pati yung lola ko, gusto na din niya magbalot kasi nagmamadali din siya.
It is a family affair, yes, but Nin makes sure she is professional about her business. Even with surprise orders, Nin knows what to do on a day-to-day basis because she is organized, and so is her team.
May minsan nahirap kapag lalo na konti lang yung day na dapat namin siyang gawin. Pero dahil din na din kami, gumawa 2 years na din. So parang nasanay na din kami.
We watched her team at work and saw how meticulous they were about the orders. She accepts customized orders, but she also has shelves full of her old orders to give one an idea of what she can do.
Yung mga card holder, yung mga nandun sa usually nasa 130 to 160 pesos. Tapos yung mga magnet, may 75 to 100 pesos. Ito, nasa 100 pesos. 80 to 100. 20 pieces yung minimum namin.
Sa lahat po?
Nasa 5 inches. Tapos may kasama siyang case na glass. Nasa 1,000 pesos siya. Tapos may maliit nito, 4 inches, nasa 800. 3 inches, 500.
The magnets and keychains cost from 80 pesos to 100 pesos each. Nin knows her limits, so she makes sure that she accommodates only about 6 to 8 clients a month. These clients order anywhere from 20 to 100 pieces per order. Everything is made meticulously by hand, and save for the simple machine, a small oven, and some tools, there is nothing complicated about Nin's products. All she needs are her imagination, patience, and the loving support of family and friends. This is entrepreneurship at its simplest and most basic, something that anyone with a right spirit and attitude can do.
That was Miss Nin, who owns and runs a business from home, the Banana Project. Her life story and her determination to rise above her physical disabilities is certainly an inspiring one to tell.